Well, hello and welcome back to the lands of Aecathan. That's right, no professionals, no fancy tech, just a group of women playing an all-original game of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm Jeff, your game master for the evening, and don't forget, when a rich person tells you something, you can believe them because it's always noble.
Oh, it's going to be that kind of day.
It's always that kind of day. Are you kidding?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So let me catch you up on what happened last time. Kind of eventful last episode. The episode began with the 4+ and the crew of the Clever Sprite facing off against not one but two white dragons, a male and a female, a pair. The fight was ugly and bloody, but relatively short, thanks to the help of the Clever Sprite's wizard Sigrith, who threw a very well-timed disintegrate spell. But there were a couple almost casualties on the Sprite's crew and lots of injuries, but everyone was patched up. And then Athgar was put to work using his mending cantrip to patch up the ship, which had been beaten up pretty badly by the dragon's breath. After everything was fixed and all the people were patched up, they spent the night on the ship. The next day, finished the voyage to Aermagh unmolested, where they discovered what V.S. of X, the guild leader of the Thieves Guild of Aermagh, had in mind when she said she would protect the ship and the crew. They discovered that there was basically a pirate cavern that the ship was rolled into on a series of logs hauled in by some of her people. And the cavern was then resealed to disguise it from the outside. And the ship's crew started to make the Sprite ready to rest for a bit, while the 4+ decided that they were going to go visit Aravel's parents. So they headed off down the tunnel system that connects the underground of Aermagh with this cavern, which is somewhat north of the city, and were taken down a newly constructed tunnel branch, which now leads to the root cellar beneath the Shouting Pirate. Climbing up the ladder into the root cellar, they closed the trap door and decided they'd probably better stick their head in and say hi before heading off to Arabelle's parents. And that is where we left off. So, you're standing amidst the boxes and barrels and sacks of supplies in the root cellar of the Shouting Pirate. Over to you.
We head upstairs.
All right. There is a regular staircase at the far end of the room. You go up and go through a doorway that is not closed, but sort of just ajar. And you find yourself in sort of the back room of the Shouting Pirate.
We'll kind of open the door like carefully, because we don't know where we're headed to, so
right.
We'll just go a little bit more carefully, and then if we see that it opens up into the back room, we'll just still kind of time it right.
Kind of peek through the door and see that it opens right next to the staircase that leads up to Jojo's apartment. And it's in that hallway that sort of leads out the back.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. And then we'll just act like we were coming down somewhere.
Okay.
Just come on in.
All right. Well, you walk in. The pirate's doing a reasonable business. There's probably about slightly less than half the tables full of people just kind of sitting, relaxing, having a drink. Jojo looks up real sharply when you walk out of the back and then kind of goes, "Well, hello. This is a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect to see you coming from that direction, but I can only guess where you've actually come from, so it doesn't really matter. Welcome back. Nice to see you again."
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
Gonna be in town for a bit this time, maybe?
Maybe. Never know.
Never telling with you for 5. Excuse me, young man.
Sometimes we don't know from morning to afternoon. Where we're gonna be.
That's correct.
Well, it's not my way, but my way is I know where I'm going to be pretty much every day. Right here.
That's okay,
Go
though.
where the action is.
And most of the time, that's a comfort. Occasionally, it gets a bit trying on my nerves, but I can only imagine yours would be more trying. So I'll count my blessings. So, well, something to eat, something to drink. What can I get for you?
Time and everything. I don't know what time it is.
It's probably about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I don't know. Arabelle,
Yes.
what would your parents?
We can probably have dinner there. I mean, if we get there around dinner and we've already eaten, she'll make us eat anyway.
Did not.
Right. Just something to drink then.
Yeah, just a little to drink.
All
Something
right.
for the road.
Right. Are we looking for something soothing or something with a little bit more of a kick?
Well, we did just kill 2 dragons, so maybe something with a kick.
Hold on. You forget. You say these things so casually.
You say these things so casually.
And Jojo just kind of stops and he's holding a spatula which slides right out of his hand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They were
what?
bad dragons, though. I mean, they weren't any of the good dragons.
Oh,
We got
Reaches down and picks it up.
ambushed by 2 white dragons. And so we had to fight them off.
Like you do.
As one
And-
does.
you don't look any worse for the wear.
We did.
Oh, we did look pretty bad for a minute there.
But we were
survived.
okay. Yeah.
We all
It-
survived.
It was a mighty battle. I'd be happy to tell you the story if you've time. I think I could make the time.
Hey.
Well then, I'll have an ale.
Me too.
Good for storytelling.
Do you have cider?
I've got some cider with a kick.
I'd take cider with a kick.
All right. Arabelle, you're going to be wanting tea, I'm guessing.
Yes, please. Thank you.
And Zareth,
Cider with a kick?
cider with a kick. All right. Well, go reacquaint yourselves with the kitty, and I'll bring your drinks over promptly.
Head over to Synchron.
Okay.
And I cast Speak with Animals, of course.
He is, you look over, he's already on his feet, tail kind of twitching a little bit, and he's just kind of looking at you like, I'm sure you'll remember me eventually.
Aww. I go over and scritch.
Okay. He's happy.
I
Well,
go
something-
over and say, Sir Synchron,
I'm not certain, sir, is the appropriate. But it will do.
If you have another honorific you'd prefer to be called, you have only to ask.
Lord.
I would be happy to use that, Lord Synchron.
Yes, that feels
over it.
appropriate.
Do you tell us? Because that's something new to us.
You're just hearing meowing.
Oh, we can't hear her say Lord, right?
Mhm.
Right.
No, she's speaking in his language.
Meow meows.
Because she has speak with cats.
She has speak
So-
with animals.
So I ask him, might I ask what you're a lord of? Your lordship.
All I survey.
Now, is this true of most feline kind, or is that something specific to you?
I'm not sure how to answer that. It's true for me.
I see. Is it okay if I tell the others that you prefer to be addressed as Lord Synchron?
In their language, the name is sufficient.
Okay, I will keep that in mind. Someday will you tell me a little bit more about you?
What is to tell?
Well, it seems to me that you are more or different from what you seem, and I would love to know about your past and how it is that you came to be here.
Ask my pet. He knows my story.
I will do that. I will do
meow,
that.
meow, 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 meow.
So
Meow, meow, meow.
I then will ask when he comes over. I assume he means Jojo.
Well, he looks at Jojo when he says that.
So I look at Jojo and said, "Are you aware that Synchron refers to you as his pet?"
Aye, he's a cat. Of course he thinks we're his pets.
And he says that you'd be happy to tell me his story, so that I knew more about his background and how he came to be here.
Why, I can do that. Let me finish getting your drinks around, and I'll come and join you.
Thank you.
All right. It was just brought to my attention that we kind of forgot something.
Oh,
Yes, we didn't bother to roll hit points.
yeah, that's an important part of leveling.
Yes, so because everyone did make it to 13th level last time at the end of the fight with the dragons. So
if it says hit dice is 13d6, I roll a 6, right?
correct.
Okay. Come on, big number.
And
And
since
where-
we're using D&D Beyond, it will automatically add in your cons. So you don't need to worry about that.
Where do you find the hit dice?
You go into the builder
Mm-hmm.
and the class tab.
Mm-hmm.
It says
Manage HP.
manage HP,
Oh, okay. Yep.
and it says your hit dice. So,
And then, it says hit dice, your name, the ranger, and then however much it is. But then you just add the number of your rolled dice
to rolled hit point.
to rolled HP, and it does all the figuring out for you.
It does.
All right.
I rolled a 5.
All right, well done.
So
I
you
rolled a 7.
Nice.
rolled a 5.
6.
Yeah,
I think those are all good numbers.
better than a 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or a 1.
Well, 1s I'll let you re-roll. 2s,
Better
on
than
the
a
other
2.
hand, you'd
Better
have to
than a-
keep.
All right.
Boo.
All right.
That did not work right.
So Jojo brings over your drinks, passes them out. He has a saucer of milk that he sits down in front of Synchron, and has an ale for himself. And he grabs a chair from another table, flips it around as is his usual way of sitting, and kind of props his chin up on the back of the chair and says, "So you want to know about the kitty's history?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, this is only as far as I've been told, so obviously may not be the whole thing. But you've heard tell, I'm sure, of the original Adventurers 4.
Yes,
We've talked about them before.
I've met one.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that's right.
Right?
Whew.
That's peculiar.
It was.
Still not quite wrapped my head around that.
Nor have I.
But yeah, when they were first starting out, at one point, something they were doing, they came across this bedraggled little kitten. And one of them took to feeding it, and it took to following them. And just kind of became, don't take offense at this, Your Majesty.
He
Kind of
prefers Lord.
Your Lordship. For fuck's sake.
Well, since it did come up.
Don't take offense, Your Lordship, but he kind of became their mascot.
I think he would probably argue you became his.
Well, no, I'm talking about when he was traveling with the Four.
Oh, right.
And he basically went with them wherever they went. Had the good sense to get himself out of the fucking way when there was bloodshed. And the last time they took off, they had him with him. And when they disappeared, when the rescue parties got up to where they think was the last place they were, they found Synchron. They didn't find the rest of them.
He's the last remaining member of the previous 4?
Aye.
Oh, I think that might be worth a conversation. Your
Well,
Lordship.
You're welcome to try. But I don't know how much you know about cats.
Well, I've never had a cat, but
Well, let me
Like
tell you,
to.
as someone who's been adopted by one, they're not the best at following orders or answering questions or doing what you ask them to do, or pretty much anything that doesn't involve them doing fuck all when they feel like it.
Are we 100% sure Synchron really is a cat or has always been a cat?
I think that's what
As far as I know.
Gwen's. Oh,
that's what I was trying to ask him, but he has not answered my question in a direct manner.
Cats like to be mysterious.
Well, he certainly is being that.
hmm.
It's just part of how they're wired.
You see Synchron look sharply at Athgar, because Athgar's humming.
Is Speaks with Animals still up?
I'm sure it is. How long does it last?
Um,
I think it lasts like 10 minutes or something like that. Maybe an
Let's
hour. I
see.
don't know. But I seem to recall it had a bit of a duration.
I'm looking. It is 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah, so it's still up.
So I ask him, you seem startled by the humming. Is that accurate?
Just ascertaining what this one is trying to do.
Why is that?
To see if I will allow it.
Oh. So I tell Athgar he's trying to find out what you're doing by humming and wants to see if it's something he will allow to happen.
Well, he finishes humming and looks at the cat and does this. All right, I'm very confused.
What did you try to do?
No, detect magic. And for a moment, the cat was glowing like nothing I've ever seen, but now it's not glowing at all. But and he looks at, something he has that's magical and says, the spell is still working.
So I say to Synchron, Lord Synchron, it seems he was attempting to discern whether you're magical, and although at first the spell seemed to work, now it seems to have failed. Is that your doing?
Kittens are often mistaken.
Oh.
Meouch.
I will keep that in mind. So I heard from your pet that you traveled with the original 4. Do you know what happened to them? As I met one of them, and I'm very concerned for how she fared after I saw her.
Make a persuasion check.
Too late to guide her.
Yes.
Well,
you don't know what she's saying.
Oh,
right. 16.
be nice if it just magically translated so we could hear.
They died.
Did you witness their deaths?
Yes.
Did they die in battle?
Yes.
Do you know who was responsible for their deaths?
Yes and no.
Why is that?
I know what was responsible.
Oh, what was responsible? Would you tell me?
A very, very large black dragon.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
They melted.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. How did you survive?
I ran.
It seems that was a wise move. I'm glad that you're still here.
The kind one told me to run. I decided that was good advice.
Who is the kind one? The kind one of the 4?
Yes.
I wonder if that's the one I met.
My pet says her name on occasion.
Has he a sandwich name for her?
Perhaps. I am not certain. But he does say her name. You all have said her name.
Okay, I think it's probably the person I met then, and she was kind. She told you to run
Yes.
because she knew they were not going to succeed.
She told me she did not know if they could protect me. It turned out they could not protect themselves.
Have you always been a cat, Lord Synchron?
My belly is full now. I am going to take a nap.
Yeah, that's the end of this conversation.
And you see the cat kind of yawn, stretch a little bit, and turn around, curl up into a little ball in the middle of the table, and pass out.
I say to him before he falls asleep while he's turning, would you like scritches, Lord Synchron?
That will not be necessary.
Should you change your mind, you have only to let me know.
We normally give scritches.
And then I share with the rest of the group my conversation, especially the part about the black dragon.
That has got to be the strangest conversation I've ever witnessed.
Well, he also spoke of how kittens can be mistaken in their choices of action as regards your attempt to detect magic with him. I am pretty sure he prevented you from detecting magic, and he refused to answer my question about whether he has always been a cat. He chose instead, as you can see, to nap.
It's about right.
Yeah, I'm becoming more and more uncomfortable at this table.
Why? Because he referred to you as a kitten?
No, because I'm becoming more and more convinced that we're not sitting with a cat.
Oh, I'm sure we're not.
Oh, just coming to that conclusion, are you? Welcome to the party.
If he didn't like you, he would have let us know early on. So,
Yes.
You'd be wearing the scratches.
Just be thankful that he likes you enough to let you live.
mm-hmm.
And he has shared new information that we didn't have before about what happened to the original 4.
That would explain why no one ever found any trace of him.
He said
it
they
also
melted.
If it's a black dragon, that's acid. That's what it breathes.
He said they melted, and that Brandy, I'm pretty sure he meant Brandy, the kind one, whose name he's heard us say, had warned him that he should run because they couldn't protect him. When actually, as he discovered, they couldn't protect themselves.
Right. Well, that answers the question. It doesn't exactly provide a lot of comfort, but at least I know.
Well, I asked him if he knew who was responsible for their deaths, and he said he knew what was responsible, but not who. So he knows that it was caused by a black dragon, but he doesn't know who was responsible for the dragon attack.
Or which dragon.
Right. Well, I'm not entirely certain that anybody's just responsible for the dragon attacks except the fucking dragons.
Unless the dragons are working with or for someone.
Well, they've got them orcs to work for them.
And the Thwilnu.
I'm sorry, the who's what's?
The Thwilnu.
I don't know what that is.
I bet he does.
The Thwilnu are they were elves, but now they've kind of evolved into something else. And they are the ones responsible for the fall of Thoktoxun.
Thoth Toxun.
I was really close.
Yep.
She was. Full props.
Son of a... So there's a third enemy group.
Oh yeah.
We got the fucking Jogravanans, the dragons and the orcs, and now these swell new guys.
Yes, those.
But there's some linkage between all of them, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for cheering me up. I was having a bad day, but I feel so much better now.
Glad I
For
could help.
fuck's sake.
I'm sorry.
Well,
We're
this
working on
day
it.
just keeps getting brighter and brighter.
We are working on it.
But at least we know now what happened to them. And we can, by having that information, we're one step closer to avenging them.
Oh, that's
That'd
a
be
pleasant
nice.
thought.
Vengeance often is, at least for me.
Right?
No, it is for me.
Well, thank you, Gwenlarn. That actually does help.
My pleasure. I mean, literally, it's my pleasure to talk about vengeance, so.
And I'm not a big believer in that sort of thing, but in this case, I'm behind you 100%. They were my friends.
I'm sorry for their loss.
Yeah, so am
I became quick friends with Brandy in our short time working together. And I'm sad to hear that that was her fate.
Well, let's not part on dismal tidings. Let's speak of something a little bit happier. What brings you back to Aermagh?
Safely
Wow.
escorted the sprite.
Oh, so she talked you into doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can't say I'm unhappy about that.
Right. We agreed.
Captain Casimiro and her crew are good people.
They are the best.
The S has already given me quite a tidy sum to open up a tab for him here.
Wow.
So,
That's nice.
I'm hoping I'll see him.
I'm sure you will.
So, did you come through the tunnel?
We did. Very sneaky and impressive.
Was not entirely sure that I wanted that, but I got talked into it.
Imagine that.
It was handy.
Well, Viessa can be damn persuasive when she puts her mind to it.
Oh, we know.
Yeah. We know.
And you needn't take that tone of face, Arabella. She's not all bad.
I can say she was all bad.
Yeah, wow.
That's funny.
Arabelle knows that she's actually useful.
Doesn't mean I have to like it.
That's true. That's very true.
And here sits the poor man who likes the both of you.
Right.
Well,
It'll
I
work
like
out.
them both as well.
It'll work out in the end, I'm sure.
well, I hope so, because at present, I don't have any plans to be sending her anywhere but where she is. So.
Well, that's actually kind of good.
Yeah. So what are you going to do now that you're here? You headed back out? Stuff to do in town?
Well, we're
Yeah.
trying to decide if it's safe for us to be in town or whether some of us might be recognized.
We have some time to kill.
She said that the last group she and her people took care of, and she hasn't said anything about anybody else being in town, so I don't know.
Well, we're hoping that she would have detected anyone that came into the town.
Well, under normal circumstances, I'd say you could have, absolute certainty that she would, but she lost her best people in that explosion up in Khostus.
Yeah, it's a little
And
chaotic right now.
Since then, she's been trying to figure out a new, first team.
Speaking of which, what do you know about Khostus?
Well, I know there was a big explosion. I know there's a huge fucking crater on the west side of town. I know there's an upstart guild that's trying to run Viessa out. Call themselves the Platinum Hammer.
Mm-hmm.
I know that if any of them ever make the mistake of walking in here, I still keep me knife sharp.
Right.
I've actually, and he kind of reaches up and unbuttons a button on his shirt and pulls it open, and you see that underneath his shirt, he's wearing a set of studded leather armor.
Nice.
And he kind of buttons it back up. He says, "And me weapons are under the bar."
Is that because you fear that they might interfere with your business, or is it because you're looking out for Viessa and her people?
Yes.
All of that and more. It's also because there's fucking dragons in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what sort of bullshit is going to walk its way through my door at any time.
Like us.
You wandered in.
Better safe than sorry. So I got it all out of the crate, got it all polished up, all sharpened up, and trouble walks in. I'm ready.
Got it.
Good to know.
Already
Good to
worked
be
out.
prepared.
Already worked out with everybody that works here that we've got a certain code word that if I shout, they're to get everybody in here out the back while I go out the front. If I shout a different word, they get everybody in here out the front while I go out the back.
Excellent. I mean, we should also probably know those words too, just in case.
Just follow me.
Got
If
it.
something happens, you just follow me. You'll be heading in the right direction.
Right.
Okay.
I'm glad you're well prepared.
As well as I can be. I'm no match for a dragon. If that's the case, I'm hoping to slow him down long enough for everybody else to get out.
I think
But,
we lucked out, honestly. I don't think they were as prepared as they should have been or thought they were.
Oh,
We
the two
lucked
you
out.
fought.
Yeah, we lucked out.
Well, whites, at least from what I've heard from Appleby, the whites tend to be a little rigid in their thinking, and they're way arrogant.
Yeah.
Well, it may have cost them this time.
Well, I'm glad there's 2 less of those worms in the world. That's what, 3 total you've taken out now?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
You better be careful, you're going to get a reputation.
Oh, it's too late. We're kind of a baby,
Yes,
though.
I know that. It was a joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Fortunately, I think we have a reputation with them. That's the problem.
Yes, I think that's
Oh.
one of the reasons why we got attacked.
Yes, I think they've heard of us.
Possibly. Well, yeah, I'm sure they've heard of you. I mean, they've got ears. And that song's all over the place now.
Right. That was an
Can't-
accident.
Can't count the number of times I've heard it.
I mean, it was an accident and it wasn't an accident.
Yeah, it
We had
wasn't an
hoped
accident.
Well-
We had hoped it would go as well as it did, but had no idea that it would go as well as it has.
Yeah,
Honestly.
you did kind of paint an arrow, a target on your backs.
And unfortunately, on the backs of those who know us as well.
Aye.
So I'm glad you're prepared.
Well,
Are you handling everything okay, Jojo?
so far. I mean,
No, we've dropped a lot on you, and
it's all right. VS has pointed out to me, we've talked about this, that in the grand scheme of things, I'm a small player, and that I should focus on taking care of what I can take care of, which is my bar and, my customers and my employees. That's what I can do. Beyond that, it's kind of something that's beyond me. I gotta leave it to the likes of you and the army. But I'm always looking for a way to help. I was looking for me opportunity. VS has kind of yelled at me about that, because she says that would be stupid, and I should just stay safe and do what I do. But
your help has been tremendous to us.
well, I'm glad to hear that.
That's true.
And I'll keep looking for, other opportunities to lend a hand.
It's good that you're on our side.
Yeah, I
Well,
agree.
my lord there likes you. That says a lot.
I
Yeah.
don't know. He tolerates us.
Which is
No.
probably more than he does to other people.
Exactly. I don't know if you quite understand the gravity of the fact that you're all sitting at this table. Have you not told her about the first time that you come in and how you actually saw what happened when other people tried to sit at this table? They
No.
walked away bloody and scratched.
Oh,
Stinkrin wouldn't let anyone sit here. Not since his original group
well, perhaps now
disappeared.
we understand why.
Aye. Whatever happened, he judged all of you to be worthy to sit at the table of his first family.
Hmm.
That
That's
says
so
a
nice.
lot.
that told me right off that there was something special going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Synchron.
You see the cat just an ear twitches slightly, and that's it.
That's funny.
Well, so if I understood what you were saying, Aermagh, you're headed to your folks' place.
Yes, we're gonna stay there instead of my house. It's a little bit more secure and
Probably wise.
Yep. We'll wrap up our meal and pay or our drinks and pay and probably get on the road over to Arabelle's parents' house.
You know what? I'll just put it on the sprites tab.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, VS is paying for it, and she left it to me how to use it. So, you brought him. I figured that at least earned you a drink.
Right. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I won't keep you. I see few people waving to try to get my attention. So, be well. If it's not inappropriate, give your best to me, to your parents. And I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully sometime soon.
Absolutely. We'll be around.
And we'll look forward to our next encounter.
He gets up, flips the chair around, reaches over, scritches the cat behind the ears, and heads off to one of the other tables.
as he's getting ready to walk away, Jojo,
Aye.
run if you have to. Don't think you have to save everyone.
Oh no. My job is to watch over the people here in this room. Beyond that, only if I actually think I can do some good. Haven't actually been out doing things in a few years, so I imagine I'm a little rusty. And don't think I don't realize that.
That's very exciting. I mean, the possibility of you, I don't know, needing to, the idea of you, and I look around kind of quietly, being on the seas, being dashing and sword-like and all the exciting things. Sounds wonderful. Sorry we missed it.
Yeah, he's still dashing.
Oh. You're very kind. I've gotten a little less dashing, a little bit too much food, and a little too little roaming the decks, as it were.
Well,
Just be careful.
Aye. And the same to you four. And your young man.
right.
And he heads off to tend to some of the other customers.
Well, let's go see your parents.
You think they're gonna be excited, upset?
I'm never upset.
That we show up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Thrilled.
Thrilled? Oh, good. I'm glad. That's
Feel
exciting.
disappointed when we leave quickly, but
Will they actually be thrilled, or will they simply be acting thrilled?
oh, they'll be thrilled.
Her parents aren't like
Stranger and stranger.
other nobles that we know of.
I'm getting that loud and clear.
They love me. Why wouldn't they be thrilled to see me and my friends?
Unannounced.
Because we're trouble.
Well, there is that as well.
They even kind of like us. I don't know why.
Yeah, right.
Fascinating. I am so looking forward to meeting these people.
Do we all need to go? I could
If
stay here and ask
I'm
questions.
Yeah,
of-
you're coming. You are the duly appointed representative from Thunder's Edge. You are the duly appointed ambassador. It is your job to meet these people.
It is, but surely they would rather meet the prince of our clan than merely an ambassador.
They are nobles. They've met people like me all their lives.
But surely
have
you
not
could easily
often-
represent.
But they have not often met a duly appointed ambassador from the second largest city in the realm.
Okay, enough.
And maybe maybe you can pump my dad for information and good stories on Aerlacus and Lord Tremaine.
That is definitely part of the reason why I am so looking forward to this.
Then I guess we should away.
All right.
I lean down to Synchron and say, Lord Synchron, it has been a pleasure until we meet again.
And one eye sort of half opens and then just closes again.
I offer the lightest of scritches right behind the ear.
Okay. All right. So, what do you do?
Well, I guess this is up to Lady Aermagh.
We head out and across the bridge and to the house.
Okay. As you walk out of the pirate, I need everybody to make a perception check with disadvantage.
So that's just a straight roll for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Not bad.
19 and a 6.
14. Perception disadvantage.
Perception disadvantage, yep. So 12 for me. Are you laughing at me again, not being perceptive?
No, I'm not laughing at you, my love.
Although it would be, it's right in line with my... It is right in line.
All right.
What'd
So,
you get, Arabelle?
yes.
28.
Oh,
That's what I was like.
for fuck's sake.
But I
Athgar
just
rolled
rolled a straight roll. I didn't have disadvantage.
Athgar rolled a... Oh, that's right. Disadvantage. Damn it. Oh, yeah, that's nowhere near as good. He rolled a 20.
Right.
But it's
But-
funny. I rolled my passive, so.
Yeah.
Well,
I
he still ended up with a 26.
rolled a
Jeez.
20. Yeah.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Gwen, what did you get?
14.
And Zorath,
12.
12.
12 is
All right.
good?
So, Arabelle, Tasha, Athgar. As you step out into the cold, you see the street is empty. The lanterns down at the end of the street and at the intersection have been lit. But you smell something.
Listen, do you smell that?
Smells like something died. It's rot. And as you're kind of looking around,
Do they say anything?
does who say anything? Oh,
Those that know for
I don't
those who
know.
don't.
Can I do something?
hold on. I need to...
Oh, Lord love a duck.
Lord love a duck?
Yeah.
Look at Foundry.
Everything that you're seeing shimmers and fades, revealing the exact same street scene, except
Now there's
you are
zombies.
surrounded.
By what?
Well, you're looking quickly because this is happening instantaneously. You get the sense that there are basically people on all sides, but there are 2 lines of zombies
Stinky
The
zombies.
what?
marching through the snow at you, and they get a surprise round.
The fuck?
I can't be surprised. And hold on. Hold please.
Okay, well then you can go this round.
Um,
So we'll have to roll. Well, just everybody go ahead and roll an ish, so we know when people are going.
Ooh.
Yeah, Athgar's not going to be going very quickly.
I can't believe I rolled a natural 20.
What'd you
I
get?
can't believe
Total.
it either.
24.
Nice. Arabelle.
9.
Gwen Lauren.
this is math. Hang on.
Yes. it is.
33.
Oof. And Tasha.
25.
All right. And
I guess we should have. Yikes. How did they know we were here?
Right?
Didn't come in, which is very strange.
This is really weird.
We've slept since.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Let me make sure that I've got actual spell slots and stuff. Okay, yeah, no.
All right. Gwen. As should surprise no one, you're first.
Okay.
6, 7.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to veil myself,
Okay.
and I hiss a warning to the others. And then I'm going to cast lightning arrow at 4th level.
Ooh.
Okay. To your
Oops.
left, you can see what looks like a mercenary. You can also see the zombies. You can see another mercenary off to your right.
Mm-hmm.
And behind the zombies, there are 3 people in robes.
I'm going to, you know what? Can I not do that since I haven't done anything yet? Can I take it back? Your call, either way.
No, you've already stated what you were going to do.
Okay. So I will put that. Would I would know enough about zombies to know if in this world if they are slow or fast, correct?
Yes, they are slow.
Okay. So I am going to cast my lightning arrow at I don't know how to ping.
Just hold your left click and hold down.
Do you see?
She's
Yes.
got the crazy.
At that guy.
I didn't see.
Okay,
But as long as can
you can't. I don't think you can see that guy.
Really?
Well, when you look on your foundry, can you see that guy?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I
Then
can
you
see
can shoot him.
everybody.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can. Yeah, I can too.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's not around the corner from me.
All right.
Right, that's hilarious.
He's right at the edge.
All right. Then you may attack him.
Okay, so it's 5d8.
You need to roll to hit.
Oh. I rolled a natural 20.
Ooh.
That's a good job.
Okay. Well, then that
Um,
means roll double the dice,
Okay.
and then add any bonuses that you might get.
Ooh, those are good. 15, 26 plus 2, 28, and then double it.
No, roll
No?
the dice again. So 28. Now roll the
Oh.
dice again, and then
Okay.
add that total
Okay.
to 28.
8, 14, 26. So 28
26.
plus 20, 28 plus 26.
It's 54.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, good job.
Wow.
And so that is what hits the main guy. And then each creature within 10 feet must make a dex saving throw. And each of them will take 2d8 on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Nice. Way to
All
go.
right. What's their difficulty?
Their difficulty is 18.
So let's see. Dex save. Don't need anything. Okay. All right. One of them saved. The other one did not.
So do I need to roll separately for that, or do we just use one?
What does it say in the
It
spell
was-
description?
It said if they make it, it's 2d8. If they fail it, it's half that.
Oh, so roll 2d8. Actually, roll 4d8 because it was a crit.
Okay. So 13.
All right. And that means half that. Okay.
So does that get the 2 on either side?
Yep. And you actually see the one that you hit stumble backwards
Ooh, nice.
from the impact. He is burnt badly
Good.
from the primary impact. All right. Let's see. Next up, one of the robed figures. Oof. Okay. The robed figure here casts a spell, and you see an unfriendly but familiar little bead of orange and red and yellow energy comes speeding your direction.
Which robed figure is it?
This one.
I did- Oh, okay. Yep, I see it now.
See it?
Yep.
Okay. All right. And let's see. Difficulty class would be... Really should have figured this out ahead of time. $16. So dex save of 16.
For whom?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Yep.
Everybody should be. We're all together, so everybody gets +5 to your save.
Ooh, good. Plus, what is it that we're saving on? Sorry.
Dex.
Dex.
Mine's 18.
19.
27?
32.
Oh,
Need to
good. Then
roll for
27
Athgar.
isn't, 27 isn't out of the realm of possibilities.
All right. Everybody made their save.
Uh-huh.
So everybody only takes 25 points of fire damage.
Fuck you.
I kept that fire resistance armor, man.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, oh. Make sure I did the right one here. Next up, you see the robed figure on the opposite end start casting a spell,
Mother of pearl.
and the spell finishes, and you don't see anything. Right. The next thing you see is a person step out from off to the right. And shoots a heavy crossbow bolt. Oof. Well, one missed, but one hit. Gwen Lauren, you take 11 points of piercing damage. And then the figure steps back.
Oh, we can't take reactions. We're surprised. Never mind.
Right. All right.
Sucks.
We keep saying oof. I don't like that.
I almost took the alert feat too. Almost. Then you can't be surprised.
Right.
Then so used to D&D Beyond that I'm having trouble doing this the old way. Tasha.
Uh-huh.
Oops. Let's see. Actually, Tasha, Gwenlauren, and Arabelle all need to make wisdom saves.
$19.
And you get +5s on those two.
Mm-hmm. I counted that.
Okay. 24. You're muted, Leslie.
30.
All right. You feel a wave of magical energy pass over you, but you, whatever it was, managed to ignore it.
Can we tell where it's coming from? Who's casting?
It was the center person.
Mm-hmm.
Center person, the one of the three
This
behind
one.
the zombies? Okay.
Yes. All right. At this point, the zombies move up.
Jesus. I thought they weren't fast. Look at them go.
They move at 20.
And they're like 30 feet away.
20 is still fast, I'm just saying.
Yeah, faster than I thought.
So there are 3 that are actually in melee. Arabelle, does a 17 hit? Okay.
It's not.
Does a 24 hit?
No, it does not. Yes, it does. It's 5e. Nobody gets armor classes like that anymore.
Right. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And then Zorith. Oh yeah, a 10 is not going to hit you, or a 13, so. It misses. And who's left? Okay. Let's see. This person steps up with a heavy crossbow and hits Arabelle. For 10 points of damage. And then moves back. This one steps down, shoots a heavy crossbow at Athgar. And misses. And steps back around the corner. This one down here just shoots from where they are and attempts to hit Tasha and misses. This one comes around the corner and attacks Gwenlauren with a mace. Does a 23 hit?
I'm sure it does.
Okay. For 7 points of damage. This one moves in and also attacks Gwenlauren and misses. The one that Gwen hit full on with the arrow comes down, clumsily tries to shoot her with a heavy crossbow bolt and misses completely, and then goes back around the corner. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is round 1. So you are no longer surprised, those of you who were, Gwenlauren.
Can I yell something?
Yeah, if it's short.
Fuck. That's not what I yell.
It could be.
Well, dang it. Okay, fuck, I don't know. I think I can get us out of here. But you have to hold on to me.
So we just stay
Yeah.
close together?
No, like you literally have to hold on to me.
But we have to wait for your turn, right?
Yeah, but I'm third in. I don't know where Athgar is, but I can grab Athgar and Arabelle if the other two hold on to me.
Well, actually, no, you can't grab Arabelle at the moment
Why not?
because she's 10 feet away from you.
Also,
No.
I don't think we can just disappear and leave all of this in the street.
Okay. All right, Gwenlauren. Then that is what I yell.
You yell to,
I yell, I can get us out of here,
but you have to hang on to me?
but you have to hang on to me.
All right.
Okay.
Gwen, you're up.
I use Asher Dallon's Stride as a bonus action,
Okay.
which gives me much greater speed.
Well, unless you're going back into the Shouting Pirate, there's nowhere for you to go.
I'm going to go through the zombies toward
Well, right, but what I'm saying is that right now you can't go anywhere. You are completely packed in.
You're
I
boxed
can't-
in.
I can't squeeze through.
No.
Not during combat.
You can go up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Got flying boots, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yes.
yes, but do they get attacks of opportunity on her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the spell that I'm casting means that moving doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Then there you go, baby.
Oh, all right.
So I'm going to run directly toward.
Well, no. That's the,
over.
well, but that's the thing. The spell won't affect the speed of you using the boots.
Okay. Can I use the boots to get above them and then?
No, then they would have opportunity.
Well, if you rise up, they're both going to get attacks of opportunity on you, and you
Even-
won't be able to use the spell until you are back on the ground.
Yeah, that's making
Because the spell doesn't change how the boots work.
But if she uses the spell, even if it doesn't make her move faster, the effect should still be there where she doesn't get an attack of opportunity, right?
No, because as I understand it, she gets the immunity from the attack of opportunity because of her heightened speed. But using the boots doesn't give her that speed.
Okay. Then I will use the boots to go vertical.
Okay.
And then I will cast the spell above the heads of the people on my left, who are from this view on the right.
Mm-hmm.
So the two guys there. My goal is to come down on their heads
Okay.
and then run around the group until I get to Arabelle. I'm
Okay.
trying to use my speed to get Arabelle back to Zorith.
No, but okay, I already said I don't think we can do that.
You said that, but you didn't say that. First, you didn't say that out loud.
Yeah, I did. I said to Zorith, I don't think we can leave these people here in the streets.
Well, Zori said what she did, and so I am trying to get Arabelle to Zori. Even
Okay.
if not all of us go, or even if we go only temporarily. I mean, we can debate those things when we are not getting our asses kicked.
Okay. So, as you rise up,
You can move diagonally, though, into that empty space, right?
what empty space?
The one right in front of Tasha.
Except that she's back here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Her name is on top of Zori's picture on my screen.
Yeah, the names are on the bottom
Gotcha.
of the icons. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. So, you rise up, and one of the fighters tags you with his mace for 9 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
You move over top of him and cancel the boots. Well, you move over top of him, cast your spell. And then you cancel the boots and drop down on him. I need you to make a grapple check.
What would that be under? Would that be athletics?
Yes, if you have athletics, that's what it would be.
$27?
Oh, wow. Okay. Roll a d6.
5.
All right. You cancel the spell and come down on him and knock him prone. He takes 5 points of damage.
And then you know that this this bonus action, basically my feet are on fire,
Oh, okay.
and so when I land within 5 feet of a creature or object that isn't being worn or carried, it takes 1d6 fire damage.
An object.
A creature.
Oh, a creature
an
or an
object.
object. Do they
And
get a
then-
save for that?
Let's see. Doesn't say anything about a save.
Okay, then go ahead and roll the damage because it will
And
get both of
it
those guys.
says, at, let's see, what level? I cast it 3rd level. Nope. For each slot level above 3rd. Okay, so it must just be the 1d6 then.
Mhm.
For each of them?
Yep, so roll for each of them.
Okay, so for the first one, that's a 5. The second one, that's a 4.
Okay. Well, they both exclaim, "Ah!" Let's see. All right, so how much movement does the spell give you?
An additional 20 feet.
Okay, so you have already used 20 feet of movement to get where
Okay.
you're at.
Okay.
So whatever you have left, add 20 to it. That's what you have. So go ahead and move yourself where you're going to go.
Okay, so that should be 30
Okay.
total. And let's see. So can I like run over these zombies?
No, but you can run past them.
Okay.
And
So can I go diagonally
Yep, because those are open
Here?
spaces. Yep.
here, here, and here?
Yeah.
And then any creature that I come within 5 feet of should also take that damage.
Does that include us?
Am I within 5 feet of you?
Yeah.
Just Zorith, right?
No, you're in 5 feet of Arabelle, Tasha, and Zorith, and you would actually technically be within 5 feet of Zorith twice.
Okay, so
Once when you were here, and once where you're at now.
all right, so I started here.
Yep. And
That's
there you're within 5 feet of Zorith and one of the other cell swords. So go ahead and roll that damage.
Okay. Sorry, Zori,
Nope, that's fine. That's fine.
but if it gets us all back together. So you said how many people am I rolling for?
I'm
A lot, right?
gonna let you roll one die for all the zombies because
Okay.
otherwise that'll take way too long. But you
Okay.
need to roll 1 for the cell sword, 2 for Zorith, and 1 for Arabelle, and 1 for Tasha.
All right. I rolled a 1 for Zori
Hey,
and then a 5. Sorry.
that's okay. 6.
And then
The cell sword.
5.
Okay. And then Tasha
4. Sorry, Tasha.
and Arabelle.
5. Sorry, I'm rolling really well.
Friendly fire! Friendly
what a-
fire!
What about the zombies?
Literally.
Roll 1 more die for the zombies.
5.
5. Okay. So I need to figure out how many that you get.
How much did you-
7,
1,
6.
My 6.
1, 2.
Isn't it a 1?
1 and a 5.
It's 2 die 6.
So hold on, I'm gonna need you to
She
roll
hit me
more than
twice.
once.
Does it
So
only
that's
take
the first one. When you were there, you come here. So roll a d6. Roll another d6.
You should get 7.
3. Yeah, that zombie in front of Zori
Oh,
should get it twice, right?
read the spell again.
Actually, 3 times.
Once per turn.
so I can't
Oh.
actually.
Oh.
I can't actually have 6. I
That's
only
true.
would have 1.
Yeah, everybody only gets it once, including the zombies, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well then
That makes it easier.
that's fine. Yeah.
But you should get 7 zombies.
Yeah.
I think it's to keep somebody from just going beep 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 beep.
Just run around people in circles.
Little Sonic the Hedgehog action. I'm on
Yes.
fire.
All right. Okay. Next up.
Can you tell me
Is-
what happened?
Yeah, they took fire damage.
Am I like now close enough to Arabelle that also that was my bonus action? Do I still get an action?
No, your action was casting the spell, wasn't it?
Well, the spell is a bonus action.
Oh, the spell is a bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah, you've only used bonus action and movement. So yes, you still have an action.
So I will use my longbow.
You'll be at disadvantage because you're in melee with lots of things.
Okay. Then I will not use the longbow. It has to be what? A melee weapon?
Yeah.
What about a ray?
I mean, like a spell?
Well, it's a weapon. It's a rod, I assume.
Unless it specifically says it can't be used in melee, I would assume you can use it.
Okay. Yeah, it just says one action.
Okay.
So I will use that against. Let's see, the range is 60 feet. So I'm going to aim this at the person who is beside Zori. Let's see if I can. Can I hit this person with it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to aim it at him. And it is. This person gets a con save of 18 against Ray of Sickness.
Oh, natural 20. So he saved.
Okay, so on a failed save, it says, let's see.
I think they take the damage, but they're not poisoned.
It says on a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a con save throw. On a failed save, it is also poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Right, so it just takes the damage. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Which is 2d8.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 12.
Okay.
So it basically gets everything. It just doesn't have to make the con saving throw. Is that
Right. And it took the damage, but it is not now also poisoned as the condition, which would give it penalties.
But it says on a failed save, it is also poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Right. It made it save. It rolled a natural 20
Okay.
on its saving throw. So,
Okay.
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Tasha.
Oh. So, let me get this straight. I can't see. So is there a bad guy behind me?
No.
Is that Athgar?
Yes. Athgar is directly behind you.
Okay. What's right in front of me?
Me.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you use your scroll wheel, you can zoom in on the map.
I know, but it just doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So there's a zombie right in front of me, or
Yes.
diagonal of me. All right. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast. Rolled a 22 to hit
That will hit. Who are you hitting?
the zombie.
Which one? You have two of them that are like directly in melee, or could be directly in melee with you.
One that's by me and Zori.
Okay.
So 8 points of damage. Of force damage.
Okay. You get 3 bolts with that.
Yeah, I know. 21 to hit.
Oh, that will definitely hit.
For 8 points.
All right.
Where's the 9? Oh, that's a 9. Sorry. 9 points. And another 21.
Yeah, these things are not hard to hit. They're zombies.
Right. For 5 points. So 5, 9, and 8.
Yep. It goes "Ugh," and dies again.
Cool. That's it.
All right. Let's see then. Next up.
Isn't that Zori?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, it is. Sorry, you're absolutely right. It is Zora.
Oh, you're waiting for me to go then?
Yes. Yes, tis your turn.
Well, gosh.
And I grabbed Arabelle, right? That was my whole point.
No, because that would require an action that you don't have this round.
Okay.
Well, you're all together, but the wrong person is in the middle.
Well, does it work if I grab Arabelle and Zorth grabs me?
No. She has to be touching everyone.
Oh, so everyone has to be touching me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you switch places with Tasha?
So then I would have. Well, oh, I did have some action, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay, so I
Well,
moved.
you had
Movement.
you had movement.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So can I move still?
Mhm.
Okay. So I move out of the way.
Just switch
Okay.
places.
Move wherever you want to move.
Well, so I move up next to Athgar.
Oh, that'll work too.
Yeah.
Like up here.
Diagonal.
Yeah.
All right, that you just walked into melee with two people, so they get
Oh,
attacks of
shit.
opportunity.
Just move the other way, the other diagonal.
You are out. Attack is out of, right? Not in.
Like right here? No.
Like right
What the
here.
fuck?
Move
Yeah.
in front of Zori.
No, that won't work.
Why?
Oh, well, yeah, I would, but then she's moving into threat range for a zombie.
Right. So what about right here?
But
If I
attacks
move
of
right here.
opportunity are moving out of melee, not into melee. You can move into melee to attack something. It's when you get out of melee they get an attack of opportunity. When you move in to attack something, they don't automatically get to attack you.
But what if I move? What if I move right here? Does that work?
Yes.
Then I'll just move there.
Is it teleport you're trying to cast, or something else?
Yes.
You don't have to touch us, right? You just have to see us. I thought you were trying to cast something else. I'm sorry.
No. Here's the deal. Okay. I'm trying to cast teleport. Well, Tasha, are you done moving? And Jeff, are you done? You were looking for something or doing something?
Yeah, I was just looking something up. Pam is right. It's only moving out of range, not into. So, yes. So it is now your turn, Zorath.
I am going to move in the middle of everybody.
Okay, now that does provoke attacks of opportunity.
From the two guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
They both hit for 9 points and 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And Athgar didn't go already, correct?
Correct. He rolled poorly. He and Arabelle go toward the very end of the round.
I am going to move there. Hold my action until the last person. Can you do that in this game? I know you can do it in third.
You can hold your action up to the end of the round, and then you lose whatever action you're holding.
So then that makes it walk me through this. If she goes at 9 and he goes at whenever, we'll still have to deal with the zombies.
Yes.
Because
they go before that.
Have the other people gone?
No. None of the other people have gone yet.
What are you waiting for?
And
that's not meant
so
in a sassy way. That's meant in a
Zorath. Zorath has never done this before. She just thinks she can because she saw it in a dream.
Oh boy.
What did you see in a dream?
I think of Arabelle's stables. And I say a little message to Khostus, and I say, if you could get us out of here, that would be great. And I cast teleport. Because I don't have to be touching them. I just have to see them.
Oh, okay.
Well, then I wouldn't have set you all on fire. Sorry about that.
I also did not know that, but as soon as she said that, I read it again. And as far as I know, you all have to be touching me, but as far as Zorath knows, I'm touching. I'm reaching out my hands and I'm touching
as many people as possible.
As many people as possible. Crying, just bawling.
Oh my god.
The question is, are we willing?
Fuck yeah, I'm willing.
All right.
And I've been to your stables enough.
That's what she said. Oh.
Well,
I've spent time out there with the horses.
Very familiar with it, right?
I absolutely have spent time out there with the horses and the kid and the apples.
All right. There is a wrenching feeling.
Uh-huh.
And you find yourselves standing next to some very surprised horses.
Hello.
All of us, right? All of us, all 5 of us?
Yep.
Oh my God, I collapse and I just start crying.
Message Jojo and tell him there's zombies outside. We just left all those people there.
We gotta go back. We should have a plan. We should go back.
We should go back. But we can gather ourselves first.
Oh, absolutely.
Some buffs might be
But message
appreciated.
Jojo, tell him not to let anyone go outside.
Or to head out the
Okay.
back.
I messaged Jojo. Jojo. There are zombies and bad things outside. Don't let anybody go out here.
We're coming back to fight them.
We're coming back to fight them.
And you hear him say, "Oh shit, what do you mean coming back? I just killed one."
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Who has buff spells?
Buff spells would be appreciated, especially any kind of healing,
Are you
because I'm
down?
in trouble.
How much are
Who?
you down?
We're all down.
When Lauren is the most down.
I'm down by half. I could use about 50, 55.
I touch her and give her 55 back.
I didn't know what to do.
No, you did fine. No one's blaming you.
No, you did exactly what Zori would do, but
You did fine.
And we're alive, so that's how you know that you did the right thing.
For real.
We're alive for rounds of healing.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we're super far away.
right, we've got to get back. You're gonna have to teleport us back, right?
I literally cannot.
And
I told you I didn't know what to do.
how many rounds will it take? I mean, I take off running then. Well,
Wait, do we have something that would be like it?
I mean, we're on the other side of town now, where I
Yeah.
live. I mean, it's 10 minutes, right?
If you're running, it'll be faster than that, but it's gonna take a few minutes to get back.
Hold on.
Can he go in? I mean, like, would he go inside and bolt himself in?
So we'll
I
hope.
hope so.
But there's
Oh my God, we
Any-
better not get Jojo killed. Or
the middle of the evening. Any of those buildings, anybody could walk outside.
But we've been at. Okay. Oh.
You're fine, Nick. You're fine.
Who's blaming you? Nobody.
Well, I am.
You need to stop.
But we have to get back. We're just too far away right now. So, will the horse go faster than us?
Yes,
Grab horses.
significantly.
Okay, we've got 2
Alright.
here in the stables, right? So,
I jump on
and
the
Lauren
horse.
might be faster than the horse.
Put the slowest of us on horses. I can cast Zephyr Strike, and that moves. That's a bonus action that will increase my speed for up to a minute.
Okay,
That,
and then
that gives me a speed of 60.
I can cast. Aura of Vitality, and then I can heal on the way with my bonus actions because it's within 30 feet, so I can heal on the way using that.
Well, because I'm down 40. So.
But I can use that every 6 seconds on the way, so I'll get 10 heals off on the way using that spell. So that's what I always do. I drop it at the beginning of combat. I just hadn't had an action yet.
And if I'm moving at 60, am I moving faster than they are on the horses?
Um,
We'll do double movement. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. No, because a horse's normal movement rate is 60. So pushing them to run means they go at 120.
Okay.
So
you
they'd
might
be
as well
going
just
twice
get
as
on the
fast as
horse.
you.
Okay. I'm still going. I'll still go as fast as I can.
Right.
Okay.
And Tasha, no, is there anybody that I would be able to carry?
No,
Or you
I
can
mean,
put 2 people on a horse, probably.
Okay.
That might slow
No.
it a little bit. But
yeah, we'll just have 2 people on each horse.
There's only 2 horses.
Yeah.
No, there's
Yeah.
So that gets
What?
4 of you, and then I'll run.
Yeah.
someone have ascending left.
Yeah, I have ascending left.
Tell Warbender to get people there. Meet us there.
Oh, okay.
Use the help.
Warbender.
JoJo's is under attack.
JoJo's is under attack with zombies and magic users. We need help.
Understood. I'll send people out right now.
They'll probably get there before we will. Aha, baduntus.
Okay. Let's go.
All right. So you head off across town.
So I can cast my aura of vitality on the horse.
Okay.
Start healing. 30-foot radius. We should be able to get everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want to roll against me, Jeff, or do you want me just to roll twice?
Just roll twice.
Okay.
Because
I'm going.
Yeah, because the fight didn't stop because you left.
Right.
Rub it in, why don't you? Well, we didn't make enough noise for him to come out, so I don't know why he's out.
Because a fireball went off at the front of his building. Like, it caught the building on fire.
Oh my god.
Who cast Fireball?
The first round, we got hit with a fireball.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Thank you.
All right. I'll start with Zori. You get 14 back. And then another 14. And then 10.
For me also.
Yep. So that's a total of 38. Let's see.
I mean, I want you to be able to have healing when we're
I
done.
I cast Aura Vitality and I get a minute, 10 rounds of bonus action healing. So it only costs me one spell slot to do all this.
That's awesome.
I figure
Sorry,
it's gonna
guys.
take a minute. No, I figured it'll take us a minute to get back, so I can do this in that minute. I wouldn't have. We'll all be healed when we get back instead of it taking 10 rounds to heal everybody, though. So
That's very awesome.
yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
When you get back, you make it back to the corner. As you round the corner, you see the zombies are just wandering. Like no one's controlling them anymore. And you don't see anyone else.
They ran.
That seems unlikely. Why would they run?
Then
They were
they're
after.
inside. Well, if we get close to the zombies, are they going to attack us? If they don't tell anybody to attack them, we don't know.
We don't know.
How much, real quick, how much are you down, Tasha?
29.
Okay. You get 28 back.
Okay.
Let's check with Jojo and see if he knows where they went.
Time out real quick. Let me just get this part done. So we're
Okay.
all. How down is Athgar?
Athgar didn't get hit. Or no, that's not true. He did. Hold on. I forgot. He is down 25 points.
Okay. He gets 23 back. And then how much more is Gwen down?
I'm okay. You healed me completely.
Oh, okay. Then I will heal myself with the rest. Okay. All right. All good. Sorry. Just wanted to not have that hanging out there.
Did you get Zori too?
Yeah,
Yep.
she got me.
Okay.
Everything's healed.
All right. I just. Well, so, where's the tavern? Where's JoJo's?
This building is JoJo's.
Where?
The big brown one in the middle.
Is it
the
still
one
on
that's-
fire?
Yes. The fire
can-
has spread.
Let's get it extinguished. Does anybody have something we can use to put out fires?
I guess I do. I guess with Ray of Frost, maybe.
I can create.
No, that's not it. I can't create water.
I create water. It'll fall as rain.
Okay.
Let's see if I do it at a higher level. So it's 10 gallons in a 30-foot cube, extinguishing exposed flames.
I was going to say, I can put it out. It's just going to do more damage.
So is 30 foot, is that gonna cover what's on fire?
It'll get most of it.
Okay. Well, I will do that.
All right. So I'm assuming that you all are going to get closer.
Yeah.
From the corner. So we'll say you move up there.
Yeah,
I
can
just
do
sit.
it from 30 feet away. So
Okay.
yeah, it says it extinguishes exposed flames in the area. So whatever, and
Okay.
that 3-foot cube. And if I need to do it again, I can.
And
Level spell.
Athgar says, I'm going to be doing a lot more mending. And he casts Cone of Cold.
I guess I have Cone of Cold. I didn't know it worked as a... Is that what we used on the Sandy Cove?
Well, I can
think
cast
so.
it again on the. Is he casting it on the building or the?
He's casting it on the building, but he's let's see, where is he? He's right here. He's going to angle it so that he actually gets a bunch of zombies too.
Yeah, I mean,
So
the rain won't cause damage. Will the Cone of Cold?
Yeah, it will.
technically, yes.
But not
Yeah.
as bad as fire.
No. And it will put the fire out.
Yeah.
Well, I can make it bigger if it didn't cover it all. That's why I was asking how big it was.
Let me go ahead and roll the damage
Before
here.
we do damage.
Well, he's already casting.
Right, but I thought it was covering all of it. That's why I asked how big it was, or I would have just made it bigger.
Not a lot of damage. That's not so far. Oh, that's better. Okay.
I am still crying and probably sobbing, screaming, "Where's Jojo? Are they inside?" Etc., etc.
So 60-foot cone. Okay. Oh, yeah. So he puts the fire out and takes out all but 3 of the zombies. They are frozen blocks of decaying ice.
Nice.
Can't hear you. You got to talk into the microphone.
Whose turn is it?
Well, we're not in combat rounds at the moment.
Okay.
So
Are the zombies going to attack us once we ride in or not?
well, the 3 that are still moving don't seem to have paid any attention to the fact that their fellows are not moving anymore.
Okay, who is this person down here?
That's Athgar.
Okay.
He moved down there to get angle on the...
Well, we can at least clear up the rest of the zombies.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Or somebody gets
I'm
hurt.
not even going to worry about going into combat because, 5 of you versus 3 zombies is no contest.
I'm
Because-
going in. I need to go inside. Whether I'm checking inside.
Who is
Okay.
this?
You don't know that person is
Okay.
there
Okay.
because none of you can see that location from where you're at.
I go inside.
Okay.
I follow
Um,
Zori.
I do a perimeter check.
Okay. Which direction are you going to go? North first or east first?
Which way is which?
North is up.
And I'm gonna go east.
Okay. All right. So Zorth goes in. Gwenlaren goes in.
I have out my sword.
Athgar's going to go in. Arabelle, what are you going to do?
She had to go.
Okay.
But she probably, if I'm going in to see if everything's okay, she might go with Tasha to see if there's anybody else hurt.
Okay. All right. So you 3 move into the building.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do those 3 first. You get into the building and it's empty. You see no one.
Okay,
You
then I
see-
step back out.
You see, like, food and drink left on tables, but there's nobody in there.
Okay, then I step back out.
Okay. You two go ahead and move, and as you get here, you see a body in the snow.
Oh no. Who is it?
From this distance, you can't tell because it's entirely charred.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm not
see.
there, so you
All right,
have to go
so
check.
I go check.
You come out just in time to see these two run up the side of the building.
Okay, so who is it?
Obviously, we're gonna roll over there.
Tasha, make an investigation check.
Great. I killed Jojo. Wonderful.
Wait and see.
24.
This body is charred badly enough that you're not sure,
Okay.
but it is wearing the remains of studded leather armor.
Oh my god.
Can we resurrect?
Let me check here. Wow, she does that.
Well, the first one that she has is Revivify, and you're beyond the time span of that one.
Really?
It's been more than a minute.
Does she have resurrection?
I don't think she does. I don't know here. Hold on one second.
He said he wouldn't go out unless he thought he could help.
Nope.
Wait, we just spoke with him though. So, can somebody send? You sending and
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you spoke with him before you teleported away.
no, it was
No.
after we teleported away because.
Oh, right. It was just after you teleported away. And he said, "What do you mean coming back? I just killed one."
Exactly. So, how long did it take us to get back?
I told you I fucked up.
About 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, you were clear across town.
And Revivify only works within what time period?
Within
1 minute.
1 minute.
So, can we send and see if we get a response?
Jojo, where are you?
The spell doesn't go anywhere.
I swear to God, Jeff. I swear to God right now.
Now, wait a minute. What do you mean the spell doesn't go anywhere? It should go off even if it doesn't have a place to go, correct?
It does. He casts the spell, and the energy leaves. The energy coalesces, and it's like it can't find its target, and it just kind of dissipates.
Okay. What temple can we take this body to?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, there are a few.
What's the closest one?
Let's find out. As luck would have it, it would be Lux Lodge, which is number 7 on the map. That's the temple to Khostus.
All right. So that's where we're going.
Yep.
All right.
We carry the body over.
Put it on a horse.
Okay.
Okay, we put the body on a horse. And we take it to Khostus.
All right. Get to the right page here.
I think while we ride, I think we need to go to break.
Okay. As you are headed toward the Temple of Khostus, we will take a break. And we will be back in 15. So don't go anywhere. And welcome back. You get to the Lux Lodge. You see a round pavilion that seems to shift and move as ever-changing patterns drift across its surface. There's no obvious entrance.
Didn't I do this the last time?
Yeah. We,
Except it was.
That was on at the Citadel, right?
yeah.
Whatever we were at.
Mhm.
Have we been to the Aermagh?
I don't think
We've
so.
not been to Lux Lodge.
I just start poking at stuff until I find a door.
All right.
I will investigate to find a door, but I am
Same.
also inconsolably sobbing and crying.
I grasp my holy symbol and ask for help from Terora to find the door.
Okay. Make investigation checks.
I say out loud, "Hey, Khostus, knock knock."
All right. You make a persuasion check.
I got a dirty 20 on investigation.
22.
All right. Tasha?
23.
Gwen Lauren?
19.
You hear in your head, "Well, since you knocked," and you see a door go, and it opens, and you see a tall, dark-skinned elven woman who immediately says, "I knew you were coming. Bring him inside."
We do.
We do so.
Right.
Start praying. As we're well, I've been praying the whole time, but
Me too. Frick.
And I say to Khostus in my head, "I have the most entertaining story to tell you, but we need your help."
Roll percentile.
So roll the percentage die and then
The D10 also.
Mm-hmm.
and then a d10.
So 10's column, 1's column.
38.
You don't see, hear, feel anything.
Okay. Can I keep trying?
Yeah, it won't do any good. You get to do that particular roll once a week.
Oh. Okay.
So she leads you inside, and inside, probably the easiest word to describe the interior of this shrine is eclectic. There's just nothing matches anything. But there is a long marble altar, table, something in the middle of the room, and she leads you over there and says, "Put him down here, we'll see what we can do." "I am Marister Frosthaven, keeper of the Lux Lodge." And you see her go. She looks at Gwen Lauren. You're the one.
I am the one?
Mm-hmm.
One of what?
We'll talk about that afterwards. It's just nice to know.
Is there anything I can do to assist?
Well, how long has the deceased been so?
Several minutes, perhaps as many as 10.
less than half an hour, less than 20 minutes.
All right. Then we are definitely, I need a diamond of at least 500 gold in value.
I pull one out. Well, I've got it for.
Do we still have the blue diamonds, or are those too much?
Those are 10 times what?
That's what I thought.
But for Revivify, I have enough to do a couple. Is it 500 or 1,000 for Resurrection?
It's not resurrection. She can't resurrect.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna raise dead.
Oh.
500. Yes, I have 600.
Oh, that's not good.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, not like zombie raised.
No.
I have 600 in diamonds, so I have 2 300, so I give them both to her.
Okay. And she says, very well. This is going to take some time, so if you want to sit.
Again, if you need help, you have only to ask.
Thank you.
And we are
Very-
so grateful for your assistance.
Zorith is sobbing, but she goes outside and just throws up.
Okay.
Is there anything beyond praying that we can do?
I simply must begin the ritual. And it will take, if all goes well, an hour.
All right.
I go outside and look for Zori.
Okay. She begins by pulling out some unguents, some incense, a rather garish shroud that she lays over the body. She begins to light the incense and begins to smooth some of the materials onto her hands, and then she begins intoning slowly with
Cleaning him and
a stick of incense in her hand, slowly circling the body, and she begins the ritual. All right, so Zori's outside, Gwen's outside. Athgar simply sits and is watching.
Joshua does the same.
Same. And
Okay.
I just hold my holy symbol and pray to Torora to.
All right. Gwen, you walk outside and you see Zorith sort of in the end stages of throwing up.
I walk over and sit nearby until she is well enough to notice my presence.
I haven't done one of these hiccup, sob, cry, vomits in a long time, but I remember it takes like a while to like get your head on straight. So maybe like 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's been a while. Thank God. Whew.
Are you feeling any better?
I sit down and I'm just crying now, just crying, and I say no.
What can I do to help?
And I kind of like wave my arm like towards the situation and I just say, just make him better.
Well, that's not something I can do anything more about, but he's in the best of hands, and Khostus knows we're here, I'm hopeful that he will help us in our endeavor. But I wanted you to know that I'm here for you, and I don't know anything about family, but my understanding is this is the kind of thing that family is there for each other for. So here I am. I don't know what to do, but I'm here. Is this right?
Now I'm really crying. Yes. And I reach out and I take her hand. He is like a brother to us. And I made it so I forced you all to abandon a fight that none of you wanted to leave.
You forced no one. We had to be willing or it wouldn't have worked. We were all willing. We were all willing. We needed to regroup. And if we hadn't, we wouldn't be here to try to resurrect him now.
Maybe it wouldn't have. And I just start crying again.
There were too many. They caught us unawares. This was not going to go well for us. And getting us out of there so that we could heal and regroup is what allows us to be here now, trying to save him. He could have fled. He chose to fight. And now the best we can do is try to bring him back. And we are.
Yes.
This is the time to pray.
Just talk to Khostus?
I will.
I mean, is that how you pray?
Yes. I tried, the way that I tried to get in was I started a knock-knock joke. Think of things that he'd find amusing. So, and I reach in my bag and I take out another one of the shells from the beach and I press it into Zori's hand and say, use this. We were all together when we found this.
And I just press it in my hand really hard.
Let's go inside and pray to Khostus in his temple together. And think of the times that we've shared together and think of anything that would amuse him, because I think that's the best way to reach him. He won't be amused by our tears, but he will be amused by a good story and anything flattering. So let's give him our best.
I will probably hold that so tightly. I don't know if it will make my hand bleed, but I don't want to break it. But I will be gripping it oh so tightly.
Let's go in. And I pull you to your feet and drag you back inside.
Well, I'm not sobbing, but I'm still crying.
So I say to you, knock, knock.
Oh, Lord, who's there?
Khostus.
And I chuckle.
And so I'm thinking like all the jokes I can. I'm thinking about the joke I played on Athgar's dad with the whole pretending to have a makeout session, and I am thinking of like every prank I've ever pulled. And there's a fairly substantial list. And I'm sending all of these thoughts to my friend Khostus. Except I'm calling him Sakuthos.
I was just gonna say, I bet you were calling him Sakuthos.
In my thoughts, I call him Sakuthos.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, on the inside, after a minute or so of, just the chanting, Athgar leans over to Tasha.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would be bothersome if I were to play something soft?
Is she still chanting?
Oh, yes.
Then I wouldn't do anything. It might throw off her chanting.
Am I back yet?
No. She's, I don't know, the chant has a steady rhythm to it. If I were to match that. I just feel like I need to do something.
Have you considered praying?
No.
I would pray.
Yeah, I don't know that I really do that.
A paladin of Dressfiend. What do you mean you don't do that?
My prayers are my performances. Those are my offerings. But I don't, I don't drop to my knees and put
Well,
my
you don't
hands
have to
over my
do it
heart.
that way.
You don't have to do it that way, but
Write a
Talk-
story.
I know you didn't know JoJo well, but you know that we did. And
Write a story about what you think Synchron really is.
Oh, I haven't the foggiest.
Well, that would be the fun of it, wouldn't it?
crazier it is, the more Khostus will like it. Almost said Sakuthos.
Yes,
suppose-
it's the truth.
Yeah, we should say Khostus.
You see Athgar sink into very deep thought. This is about the time that Gwen and Zorith come back in.
I switched to body limericks.
Out loud or are you doing them quietly?
In my head.
Oh yeah,
but-
I didn't think so.
But maybe I'm kind of like muttering them under my breath. I mean, you can kind of hear the tone of what I'm saying, but maybe not so much the words. But
There
you can
once
tell
was a
that they're
man from-
limericks.
There once was a man from Nantucket. Mm-hmm.
Except there once was a woman from Nantucket. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can hear the tone. You can tell
That's
it's a limerick.
hilarious.
And Athgar kind of looks up and looks over and then looks at Tasha and says, "And that's appropriate?"
Nope.
Seriously? You're worried about what Sakuthos would think is appropriate? You're in the
No.
wrong church.
Actually, I'm thinking about not ruining the cleric's concentration.
Do you not think that the cleric of this temple would be used to a little chaos?
I think I would want to do everything in my power to make sure that the cleric can do her spell properly?
I am. Which means I'm giving her a lot of chaos to work with.
Could you do it quieter, please?
I could, but I don't think it would be as effective.
That's where we differ.
Mm-hmm.
We're a mess. I start crying again.
And Athgar just goes back to
Deep thought.
deep thought.
I get up and I leave. And I run. And I go get Viessa.
Oh. All right. Where specifically do you go?
I go to
Because you've got a couple ways now.
do I know if the tunnel goes to her thing?
You don't?
Oh, I'll
But-
go whichever I think is the fastest. If it's through the tunnel or if it's to go around the dock. Whatever is the fastest.
Well, to go around the dock, you know the way.
Okay. Then I will go that way and I am full out running.
Okay. You pass people on the road. And they're kind of like,
gonna hate us.
I don't care. I just go.
okay. You get down under the dock and through the door, and you are immediately met with two large hands that catch your shoulders. Hey, where do you think you're going?
Yes, and now. And I just keep going through the door.
Make a grapple check.
Strength.
Yep, athletics if you've got it.
18.
Okay. You manage to shove this person aside and keep running down the hall. You hear a bell start ringing.
I don't care.
You get to the door that leads into the room where you've found her before, that speakeasy.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing it's locked. Don't they push a button or something normally?
No,
Oh,
no.
I pound on the door.
Okay. You hear a voice yell, "It's open!"
Okay, then I go in. I
Okay.
would have tried it.
Okay.
I assumed it was locked.
No. You go in and you see the room is empty, except for kind of a sallow-looking half-elf behind the bar.
Where's Viessa?
Oh, I don't know. It's not my day to watch her.
Jojo's hurt. Where's Viessa?
Oh shit. Hold on. And he reaches back behind him and yanks on a rope. And you don't hear anything, but it's not 15 seconds later that the door bursts open and you see a rather burly half-orc come in with, like, a battle axe in its hand, like, ugh. No, Jojo's hurt. Jojo's hurt. Where's Viessa? She's in her quarters. Well, go and get her. Okay.
Quickly.
So, it's about a minute and a half. You hear booted feet running down the hall. And you see her burst in and she's like, "What happened?"
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Lock everything down. No one gets in without the password. All doors locked. You know what to do. I'll be back. Where is he?
He's at Khostus' temple. They're performing a ritual now.
He's more than hurt. Fuck.
Come on.
I told him!
Yes, sir. Come on.
She
We'll
lights
kill him
out,
later.
lights out behind you. She actually guides you further down this tunnel than you've ever been before. And through a couple turns, you kind of get a little lost, like you're not entirely sure, but she brings you to a ladder and starts up it. And you come out inside a warehouse. And she immediately sprints for the door out of the warehouse, and you find yourself only like a block away from the temple. So the rest of you...
I catch her right before we go in at the door and say, he doesn't look good. Just trust Khostus. He's a friend of ours.
She just pushes past you and storms
Just
in.
Khostus, he's a friend of mine.
Now
He's a friend from work.
I just bolted out of there earlier. I didn't
Yep.
even...
Everybody else inside, you see the door slam open and you see Viessa come charging in.
I start crying again.
And she immediately, well, let's see. She runs up, stops like about 5 feet away from where the priest is performing the ritual, and just starts shrieking. You fucking idiot! I told you! And at this point, you see the tears are starting to run down her face.
And I say to Khostus, is this not amusing? You are missing the best drama. You should really get here.
I follow her in and I just put an arm around her and keep praying.
And she throws it off because she's gesticulating wildly as she's screaming.
She's beyond angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for the love of all that is holy.
I keep citing limericks. They're getting dirtier.
Of course they are.
Yeah, so we have to let her do her work, though. You can yell at him in a few minutes.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Yeah, really.
So at least it's plus 15. So. 26.
She stops in mid-insult, and her hands just kind of drop to her sides, and she just stands there. The tears are streaming down her face, but she's not making a sound.
If she lets me, I just put my hand in hers and keep praying.
She does. Athgar kind of looks around for a moment and then leans over to Tasha and says, rethinking the music idea, are you? Maybe?
No.
None of this seems to have bothered her, I'm just saying.
Really? Fine. I play something that fits with the chanting.
Okay. Make a
And-
performance check. And please don't do really, really well.
What?
I have my reasons.
Don't show up after.
Oh, no. I'm not worried about that.
But what I'm going to do is bardic inspiration.
Okay.
To inspire, to help the cleric.
Okay.
So, what do I? Oh, performance.
Yes.
Right? 16.
Wow. Okay. Athgar pulls his lute out and sits and sort of like studies your fingers, and you see his fingers moving on the fretboard.
Mm.
And then eventually he begins to play counterpoint
Oh.
and actually manages to figure out what you're playing. Unfortunately, it's simple enough that he can actually help.
And so the priestess gets an additional D10.
Okay. Alright. I don't think there's a roll involved in this.
Only if you decide you want one.
All flavor.
Can't hurt.
So, as she continues the ritual, you do see slight changes in color beneath the shroud. The dark cast of the burns seems to begin to lighten. And after about 45 minutes, she sits down the latest stick of incense that she's been using and slowly pulls the tarp back and gathers it and tucks it away, and you see it is indeed Jojo. His armor and his clothing are in tatters, but he looks whole again. Like the burns are completely gone. And then she continues and begins moving around him, this time simply touching the body as she moves around arms, head, chest, legs, feet. And for the last 15 minutes or so, she continues this slow walk around, but she's walking in perfect time with the music. And at the end of the 15 minutes, she ends with her hands on his head and her middle fingers over each eye. And she finishes the final words and lifts her hands, and you see his eyes open, and he's kind of looking around.
I dropped Thea's hand so she can.
I'm guessing that didn't go well.
I start crying again.
And Maristeer walks over and pours a glass of water from a pitcher and brings it back and sits it down and sort of helps him up into a sitting position, and then takes the water and puts it to his lips and helps him drink. And he says, "Ow."
You weren't supposed to die on us, you know. That wasn't the plan.
I thought you would be fighting out front.
We were. We were regrouping. We needed a moment.
Oh. Oops.
Yes, oops. Big oops.
At this point, Viessa's face goes from slack to furious in like 0.8 seconds. And she's like, "Oops!" And proceeds to begin to give him such a tongue lashing.
A ring.
Yeah.
I reach over and touch his foot, and he gets 31 hit points back.
Okay.
So she doesn't hear him the one that he has now out of him. So.
You might want to now take her out.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, she was persuasive before.
Yeah, that was before he was brought back.
Can handle it. Jojo just fake passing out. I don't laugh. I just say that though.
I'm just happy he's alive. I'm continuing to say limericks just as in thanks. There once was a maid from Khostus
You see
who
him.
is known to have curtains who were frosted.
You see Jojo kind of look past Viessa at Arabelle and just go,
He very much needs rest. We should get him back to his apartment.
"If you wish, I have a traveling cot of sorts that you are welcome to borrow.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much.
And I'm certain that there's a blanket or two around here as long as you're not terribly discerning about the pattern."
I bump Athgar and I was like, "Mend is closed, do something."
All right. So Athgar goes over and kind of edges up past Viessa. "I promise I'm not going to do anything bad. Please don't strike me."
Oh, Athgar.
And he begins humming that same hum you heard in the hold of the Clever Sprite, and slowly he begins mending his shoes, and then his pants, and then his shirt, and then the armor, which takes a while. And he says, "Well, it's not going to be quite the same. I think this armor used to be enchanted. My mending's not going to restore that." But it takes a couple minutes, but he manages to get Jojo back to looking fairly normal. He's still kind of pale.
Do I have a sense of what an appropriate donation to the church for this might be?
You don't know, because you've never really dealt with this particular service of the Khosstian temple.
I'll ask.
I mean, we supplied the diamond, so at least we don't have to do that part. But.
Right.
So I'll approach and say, "We're so grateful for your assistance. We'd love to offer you some kind of donation that would be appropriate and appreciated by Khostus and by you. What would be appropriate?
Well, and she reaches out and lays her hand on your cheek and says, because you are who you are, no donation is necessary. I was told to help you. You may, of course, make one anyway, but you needn't feel beholden. I am simply following the instructions of our Lord.
Well, we would like to make one anyway. And who were you told you'd be helping?
It was a little strange, even for him, but he said that I would be meeting his swimming buddy.
Yes!
Oh, man.
That's so true. I tell everyone that he told me how to swim.
Lord Khostus taught you how to swim.
He did.
Good.
We traveled together for a time, and I think I amused him greatly, and I know he amused me greatly. And I've been telling everyone about him ever since. So I have recently become, well, we're BFFs. We're best friends.
You just broke her. You broke the cleric.
She's standing there open-mouthed,
She's
just
dumbfounded.
I've been praying to him by saying limericks and recounting some of the craziest pranks I've ever pulled. And so I'm hoping that the more bawdy limericks were the most amusing, and that they may have helped as you were performing your ritual.
Well,
Do you
now
think he was
I
amused?
understand why he asked me to help you. You are blessed. You have actually been in his presence.
Yes, and he didn't tell us who he was for quite
Yes.
some time.
He told us he was Khostus, and I knew
What?
him only by that name, Khostus.
I've not heard that before.
In other lands, that's what he's known as.
Yes,
What other
What-
lands?
West of here, there
That's
is
a really
another
long
land,
story.
and
Probably it, Jojo.
and they know him there as Khostus, and that's how he introduced himself to us as a dwarf.
Gwen,
Gnome.
Gnome.
Gwen,
Yeah.
can we do this later?
Well, you can take him back.
Okay.
I'm trying to, settle up here.
I hand the woman 50 gold and say, thank you very much. And then I grab the cot and I look at Athgar and say, grab the other end.
Yes, ma'am.
And off we go.
All right. Well, Viessa insists on carrying, one of the handles.
Fine.
I follow, but way far behind.
I
Right.
drop back with sorry.
I stick around long enough to ask if there's anything else that she can share with me or that I can do to show our thanks.
You want me to tell you more?
I'm just wondering if you had any other messages or if there's anything I can
You're-
do.
You're newly devoted, so
Yeah, I'm new at this. I've never hung out with a god before, and I don't really know how to best, worship him, I think it's through limericks and pranks. But I don't know. Is that the best way to support him?
I don't feel like I have the necessary experiences to give you advice at this point.
Okay. Well, I'll carry on then, and if I do run into Sakuthos, we were chatting outside like right before I came in. So when I see him or talk to him next, I will totally put in a good word for you and tell him that you were super helpful. Do you have anything you want me to pass along?
No.
Okay. Well, if you think of anything, I'm going to be in town for a little while. I don't really know how long, but if you want to send a message, you could just jot it down and have somebody run it over to me. I'm sure that I'd be happy to pass it along because we totally owe you one. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
No problem. And again, thank you. You are awesome. I'm sure Sakuthos appreciates having you. Khostus appreciates having you as, head of the temple.
She just kind of leans back against the table and just kind of watches you as you walk out.
Bye. Thanks.
And yet another cleric broken by Gwen Lauren.
It's kind
For reals.
It's kind of what I do.
For reals.
All right.
I hurry to catch up with the group.
Okay. You see Arabelle and Zorith walking behind the people carrying the portable cot, which is Tasha and Athgar and Viessa. Meanwhile, while this has been going on, Arabelle, Zorith, anything while you're walking? Or are you just sort of walking in silence?
Oh, I'm not saying anything to anyone right now.
When you're ready to talk, I'm here.
I know. You and Gwen and Tasha and probably Athgar. But right now there's nothing to say.
I love you, Zori.
I love you too.
I just stay with her so she's not alone.
Okay. You get back to the Shouting Pirate, and you see that there are what look to be two squads of Aecathan military sort of ringing the building. You see Warbender out front, kneeling down, examining one of the zombies.
Sir.
He stands up, returns your salute. At ease, Lieutenant. So what the fuck happened here?
Well, we kind of got ambushed. We got back from bringing back the sprite.
Right. It was seen on the river.
And we sat with Jojo for a while, and we were going to head out, and that's when we got attacked by, oh gosh, 3 magic users, I don't know how many zombies, and some mercenaries as well. I think there were 2 of them.
Oh no, there were like 3 on each side.
Okay, six mercenaries.
Well,
And-
if the bodies that are laying around are any count, there were 16 of them, zombies.
Ah, okay. 16 zombies. And we were taking heavy fire, and Zori teleported us out of the fight. And I sent a message to Jojo to stay in the bar, but he didn't stay in the bar. And by the time we got back here,
As
only
you're
thing
saying
that was-
this, he's watching them carry Jojo back into the bar.
mm-hmm. And so by the time we got back, Jojo was mostly dead. Nothing was left but the zombies. We have no idea what happened to the mercs, and no idea what happened to the magic users.
So who
But
were
Jojo's-
they?
I don't know.
Didn't say anything, just attacked.
Yep.
Well, I can't say that's very good.
No, I'd say it's pretty awful. And I'm getting real sick of it.
If I had to guess, I'd say yet another hit squad from Strathsamen's End.
Yeah, that would be my guess as well. And I'm telling you, if I had the time and the inclination, I would go clean all of those people out now. But the dragons and the orcs and all of that kind of take precedent.
So, let me try to understand this.
Yes.
You teleported away because it was more than you could handle, and you needed
Yes.
to regroup and come back.
Yes.
So tell me, exactly what good are you going to be against the dragons and the orcs if one of these hit squads actually kills you?
These are good points. Well, do you have anyone to spare to come with us? Because right now there's just the 5 of us. And I don't know how good the 5 of us are going to do against the whole town.
You've got a point there.
Thank you.
We're stretched pretty thin at the moment.
I know.
I might be able to rustle you up a little assistance, but nothing major. Let me see
How
what
much-
I can do.
All right.
I've got some communications to send out.
We're going to be at Arabelle's parents' house.
Oh, Thebes Manor.
Yes.
Right. Well, I'll let you know if I come up with anything.
Thank you, sir.
Dismissed. Go see to Jojo.
Yes, sir.
Looks like his building took another hit, too.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can pry a couple engineers away from the Lord and have them come over and help.
Thank you.
All right. So in the meantime, everybody else has helped carry Jojo back into the Shouting Pirate. You see that there is now someone else in there. You see it's Julia. who immediately runs over and starts fussing. And Jojo's kind of like comes around enough to sort of wave her off. And then you hear him go, oof. And you see that he now has a cat that is curling up on his stomach.
I think he was worried about you.
I think you might be right.
I think he had good cause to worry. What happened to you'd run away unless there was something you could do to help your people?
I got them out.
Exactly, so then you were supposed to run away.
All I did was peek around the corner and I saw one guy. And I thought, I can handle one guy. Especially since he'd already seemed to be roughed up quite a bit. And I got him. Unfortunately, he screamed pretty loud when I did. And then there were more of them that come around the corner. And then everything got fiery. And then I woke up and she started yelling at me.
So have we learned a valuable lesson today?
I always assume there's more than just one guy.
That's the one.
And perhaps that you might just be getting a little too old for this. That's not very nice. No, but it may be the truth, don't you think? All right, maybe. I just need to get back in shape.
I don't think that's the right answer.
Why don't we get you upstairs?
Before you get your ass kicked.
Again.
You mean again?
Did I catch up to them?
Yeah. You've come in right around this point.
I hug Jojo.
Oh. I'm fine. I'm just tired.
I am just glad that you are okay.
I'll be fine. I just
I know
need,
you
I
will.
think to sleep, maybe.
But you scared all of us. And I'm just glad that you're okay.
I lean down to the cat and say, I'm sorry, Lord Synchron, that we didn't take better care of your pet. We'll try our best to keep him safe in the future.
And the cat just kind of turns its head and takes his paw and just kind of goes.
I acknowledge the slap and back away.
And so you help Jojo up, and with Viessa on one side and Jalea on the other, they proceed to help him up the stairs, where they will surely make certain that he crawls into bed and stays there.
Yeah, good luck trying to get out of the bat bed.
Yeah. And that is where we're going to stop for tonight.
Mm.
So maybe next time we'll get to Arabelle's parents' house.
I thought we were going to get there tonight. I thought that's where we were going to start this evening. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Here it is. I thought the biggest thing we had to dread was going and hanging out with the nobles.
Yep, surprise.
It's always a surprise here in Aecathan.
Mm-hmm. So, we'll be back in a week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Tuesday night. And until then, remember, do the smart thing, keep yourself and everyone around you safe. The good news is it seems like maybe the Omicron wave is starting to go down, but there's still far too many people dying every day for us to stop being vigilant. So be smart, stay safe, stay sane, so that we can once again, next time, welcome you back to the lands of Aecathan. Good night, everybody.